as we know, the BET Awards happened recently, and Keith Lee from TikTok made his very first appearance with his wife, and things didn't go according to plan, and now people are saying that he is full of himself and has pride and has let fame get to his head. Welcome back to the channel. It's me, Raisa Senpai. I do everything spilling the tea and more. Thank you for joining me on this episode. Do not forget to subscribe. So as we all know, Keith Lee has been trending from last year for his food critic videos that he does, and his whole premise of the video was that he's just a normal person going and eating out, and he shares his reviews. It became quite popular, and people began to flood to like high rated restaurants that he was going to, and people started referring to it as the Keith Lee effect. And of course, where there's a positive, there's going to be a negative. So people who have received negative reviews, their businesses have been failing. So there was some controversy around that when people, didn't appreciate that too much. And he has been receiving death threats at that time. So he has had his share of controversy in his fame. So I think the BET was like, let's include influencers and famous people that people like now, like normal people like us. Which brings us to the issue currently. A little context: Taraji was hosting the BET Awards and she did not know who Keith Lee was. Not saying that she supposed to, but if you host, in my opinion, do a little background check on who you're giving roses to. So in the clip, she basically gives it to not him, but like a person on the other side of his wife, and the famous YouTuber had to then point out he was not Keith Lee and pointed to Keith Lee and his wife. Me and my social anxiety would have died on the spot. I would have melted on the chair itself. I would have even laughed. I'm telling you right now, I would have laughed immediately after that incident. So before I even hear anything from anybody else, you cannot tell me if you have social anxiety and you're an introvert that this would not kill you on the inside. And it's so ironic because before the show, he was talking to an interview and he said he's a very antisocial person. I'll just play the clip for y'all.
I pray a lot. Whenever I feel a moment of being attacked or I feel a moment of confusion, I pray. And I just stay by my family. My family helps me with a lot of my social anxiety. That's why you never see me by myself.
Nonetheless, he has been a huge contribution to helping businesses, black businesses, small businesses, all businesses around where he can, and he gives back a lot. So from my side, I cannot hate Keith Lee at all, right? I cannot hate him at all. And as we all know, anyone that watched Keith Lee videos, you'll know that Keith Lee is a very spiritual person. He talks a lot about God and giving back and blessings and so things, which is important for the rest of this video that we are going to watch now. A little side note: why is it that when people see you show any signs that are not positive, upset or disappointed or frustration or any negative emotions, they discard your whole character? Because I feel in this case scenario, that's exactly what is happening. Because I've been watching Keith Lee. I'm a fan of Keith Lee. That man is nothing but humble. Number one, he always is polite, puts his wife, family first. He doesn't seem like somebody who's doing it for just fame, and that's my honest opinion. Now everybody's just discarding all of the things that he did just because of this clip. Okay, so in the clip he's just throwing down the rose and it reads, "Our name will be known in every room it's supposed to be, when it's supposed to be, how it's supposed to be, with no confusion. God is amazing." And this is the clip that discarded everything that this man has worked for. And I'm what is the issue with it? I don't know if I'm the problem. Y'all can explain in the comments if I'm seeing something different. But I grew up in a very spiritual family, Christian home, and I'm telling you, these people, how they are, everything is spiritual. You can be sick and they'll be like, "Yeah, there's a demon in you." So I can see where he's coming from, and it's not as, everyone's saying it's not as deep as it was, but to him it was. Because if you have a purpose and you follow God, then you see things being a way. If they didn't know who he was, it means it wasn't meant for him. And it wasn't that deep, in my opinion. I don't know why people are saying, "Oh, it's arrogance, it's sassy." No, he's just saying what it is. It's straightforward. People are making a bit too much out of the whole situation. And I saw his video and I was it's very polite what he said. He had no issue with what happened. He said that he was placed in the wrong seat, which he's not lying about, because I saw a clip where he was sitting in the back row actually, and then moved to the front row. And even his video we're going to check out now, he did mention that as well.
Last night was the BET Awards, and right now it's something on my mind. Let's talk about it. First and foremost, I want to start by saying I am not upset at Taraji P. Henson by any stretch of the imagination. And not only that, in my opinion, she smoked it last night. I don't think for 1 second Taraji had any ill will or any ill intentions behind the situation. The situation happened the way it did. It is what it is. I made a video last night where I had the rose that was given to me in my hand and I let it fall on the floor. The reason I did this had nothing to do with Taraji P. Henson. The reason I dropped it on the floor is that I wholeheartedly believe that wasn't my rose. That wasn't my rose. That wasn't my moment. It was given to me, but it wasn't mine. And I always say, I don't want nothing that ain't mine. I want what's meant for me, nothing less, nothing more. The entire segment on the production side felt extremely rushed. Not only did it feel rushed, it did not feel intentional. It did not feel purposeful. I'm forever thankful for every room that I'm in. I was more than thankful and more than grateful to just sit there and enjoy the show. Me and my wife, we looked amazing. We felt amazing. We was enjoying the show. I've always spoke about my social anxiety. And for me, just to get out and be in that moment was more than enough for me. So to take me and my wife out of our seats, put us in different seats, give Taraji no direction to who we are or what we do, felt extremely unprepared and unprofessional to me. I'm personally a fan of Taraji. I've been for years and I always will be. I love to see her get the recognition that she deserved in that moment and had a platform and a stage that she's always deserved. For this situation to take away from her moment and our moment was unfair to both of us. And another example of this is a picture of my wife has been going around, and it was a small part caught from an entire moment to make it seem like she had an attitude with Taraji. My wife and myself understand the flirting that Taraji was doing was fully improv and fully joke. It was a hard situation for all of us to be in. We fully understand she made it up on the fly. I was there to just enjoy the show. I was invited. No situations and in life in general. I never longed for the spotlight. If I wanted the spotlight, I would have accepted a quarter of the opportunities that's been presented to us. But none of those opportunities were for me or my family. If you understand that, you understand it. If you don't, I'm okay with that. I'm always going to be myself. I've always been myself. Nothing about this journey, about this ride, about where we at or where we going to be is going to change me. Never have and never will. Never once was I upset that Taraji didn't know who I was. Everything that's for me will be for me. Everything that's for my family will be for my family. Everything that's for you will be for you. When it's supposed to be, how it's supposed to be, with no confusion. I said that last night and that was still misconstrued, and I stand on it 1,000%. Whatever room I'm supposed to be in, whoever's supposed to know me, whenever they're supposed to know me, it will happen how it's supposed to happen. Last night, while I appreciate the opportunity, it wasn't my moment, and that's okay. I'm cool with that. And for every single person that's been on the journey with me and that's still on the journey with me, I'm forever grateful. I appreciate y'all. I can't say it enough. God bless you. Have an amazing day. Y'all be safe. We all humans. We all make mistakes. It is what it is. I just wish they would have set both of us up for most success in that situation. That's it. God bless you.
Okay, starting off, I think his video was very well written and direct. So I don't know where the misunderstandings are coming from. I'm like, why are you misunderstanding what he said? It was so straightforward. So why are people like saying he's rude or upset with her when he clearly is saying he had no problem with her and his seat was moved, like they told him where to sit. And then on her statement that we're going to read right now, let me read that first before I go on with this thing. She says, life really is too short for this behavior. He wasn't in his seat. They give celebrities assigned seat. I rehearsed all damn day to go hit my mark, and that young man wasn't in his seat, so he missed his moment. His ego is hurt. He will be fine. I cleared it up at the end of the show. No love lost, y'all. God bless. I don't know why her seems like so shady, and everyone's like she like put him in his place. I'm like, no, she was being rude and entitled. Like, fine, everyone is saying he's a small creator, and he's a normal person as well. And you as a normal person, if you stepping into this type of scenario, you're not going to make a mistake. You're not going to be like, oh, I'm going to sit or do whatever I'm going to do. Obviously, you're going to sit where they tell you to sit. And he's not lying when he said that. Maybe she didn't know that happened. And it's fully the BET award, whoever is like the production team made the mistake not to tell him, and everyone is like blaming him for something that he's not in control of because she's like a bigger celebrity than he is. And in the end of the day, we're all people, and that's so important. So I don't like this attitude where everyone's kind of looking down on him and saying, oh, you should be grateful to be there, la la la, whatever that. Like, just shut the hell up, bro. And in the end of the day, influencers are playing a bigger part in the community and in matters that affect like us normal people than celebrities and these bigger people are doing. So I think we should put a bit of respect on people who are trying to make a difference and help other people. We must not be like so quick to bring down a person because of something as silly as just throwing down a rose because he says that it's not for him. Like, come on now. Y'all out there have made way much more sassier things in y'all's life, and y'all just like ready to tear down Keith Lee because he's on the top, and it's giving really jealousy, not gonna lie to y'all. And there's this other clip that where this guy, he's like flipping Keith Lee, and he's there like
DDG, bro. DDG, bro.
and Keith Lee's like whoa, and the bodyguard pulls him out. Why am I saying all this? Wait, I'm just gonna show you, okay? But I already explained it better than the video, okay? In the clip, it's so clear that Keith Lee was hella confused because like this is a random person coming up to him and like yelling. He wasn't upset at the fact that the guy's saying the wrong name to him. He even goes and he's like, oh, I see what you're doing, man. I see what you're doing. You know what I mean? He wasn't in the mood. But this is even after the BET award, okay? After they got the name wrong, for all we know. So I think it's a real human thing. I'm just going to highlight the word human. Emotion to feel things and not all of a sudden snap out of it. So disclaimer for all of you people whose feelings are hurt or disappointed at Keith Lee, please get over yourself. And yeah, I think I'm taking this video too personally because I'm so tired of people who cannot understand that people have other emotions other than just being calm and patient all the time. It wasn't even disrespectful because I would have went on a whole rant, honestly, on social media about why the hell didn't y'all know my name, why didn't y'all do things like that. But he didn't. And everyone needs to just get over it, get over this, and Tanashi needs to fix her attitude and also be respectful. She could learn a thing or two from Keith Lee, but that's my opinion. And y'all can tell me yours. Thank you for watching my video. Please be sure to subscribe. And yeah, until the next one, peace.